get started. We can open it up for questions from anyone from the media. Mitch, go ahead.
Yeah, Kevin, I just wanted to kind of get your thoughts on the first road trip for you as the head coach and just the excitement level from your team to go out on the road and face some power conference opponents for the first time.
Yeah, I mean, I think just the general excitement across the board. We've had a good run at home. Playing against teams that we took care of business against, and now we're looking forward to taking the show on the road. This is a great tournament here in San Diego. Beautiful city, obviously, and just really looking forward to competing against some of these bigger teams.
What gives you confidence that from what you learned in the first 5 games at home, maybe do you believe we'll travel, here on the road and against maybe tougher competition?
I just think our identity, how we want to play. I think our togetherness and our unselfishness has really showed its head offensively for us. I think defensively, we've made strides, different points of emphasis, and now have to do it against, guys who can, test us a little bit more on that end will be a good thing for us.
Jay, go ahead.
Yeah, Kevin, what's the overall health of your team? Or you expect a full lineup of guys available tomorrow to play?
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see how today goes. Kay was progressing well. We'll see how he feels after what we do today. But everybody else is feeling good.
And then what does Ole Miss present? What do you see on film from them, and what do you guys expect to encounter tomorrow?
They got obviously extremely experienced across the board. They've got, I think, what is it, 7 or 8 thousand point scorers on their team. So they clearly went out and got a bunch of guys who know how to score. So we'll have our hands full with a bunch of different players, and we'll have to be really good defensively. And then from our offense, they're really aggressive. Trapping a lot of things down in and around the paint. So I think our spacing will be, very important. But yeah, I think we've had a good week of preparation, and we're able to dive into these guys quite a bit. So I think we know what to expect.
Sean, go ahead.
Uh, yeah, Coach, you talked about this a little bit after the game um, last over the weekend, but just when you look back at the tape, what kind of a difference did having Dallin Hall back in this lineup make for you guys? Like what kind of jumped out on the page at you the most, I guess, with his return?
Probably a couple of different things. I think you saw it on the first play of the game that he was back in there. We ran a play, it broke down, and then he ends up getting a drive and kick three for Cannon. So I think having multiple guys now that can drive and kick and make quality decisions with him and Jaeger out there together, I thought really showed, like I said, right out of the gate. And then he's a guy that's going to increase our 3-point volume as well. He's a good shooter. I think he got 7 threes up in that game, so and all of which were good shots. So that'll increase our 3-point rate. And then just from an overall just leadership standpoint, he's one of our captains. He's one of our leaders, and he's vocally, he's probably the number one guy as far as talking things out, helping guys get in the right spot, on both ends of the floor. And so that's really kind of an extension of me out there on the floor to a higher degree.
Jay?
Kevin, I'm just curious how you handled the scout for this tournament. Did you have one of your assistants like take Ole Miss, and then the other two took one of the teams you might play tomorrow or on Friday? Or how did that?
Yes. Yep. That's exactly how we did it.
Can you tell us which assistants have which games?
No.
Okay.
Mitch, go ahead.
Kevin, I wanted to get your thoughts on a lot's been made about what you want to see on the defensive end. How do you feel where your group's at defensively heading into this MTE?
I feel good. We like I said, against Mississippi Valley State, we mixed up our defenses quite a bit. It's something we want to be able to do. Try to get our base in, early on, both in kind of the preseason with no games, and then into the early part of the year. We're really trying to hone in on just our base, and then as we progress, we started putting more things in and getting game reps of it. So that's something that'll be a continued build out, I feel like. But I think we're more prepared now to mix up our defenses than we were prior to this. And that's what you got to do against good teams. I mean, that was one of the luxuries for me coming from the league I came from, where you having a game plan against the best players. You can't throw guys like that one look. And so that's something that, I wanted to carry over here. And this will be the first time where I think we're really able to explore some things on that end of the floor.
All right, as from the host city, we'd love to hear your reaction to touchdown and arrival into San Diego.
Shout out to the mariachi band. I think first and foremost, that was a pretty nice touch. But no, it was great. We traveled pretty deep with a lot of the families. My wife and kids are here. A lot of the staff members have families as well. So just having that reception, getting here, and everybody that organized the event was there to greet us, and well wishes when we got here. So class act, excited to be a part of it. Obviously this is as I said before, a beautiful city. I know we got a big group of the moms and kids going over to SeaWorld this morning, so trying to take it all in. But as I told our players, this is a business trip. Like, don't get confused. This is a business trip, and that's what we're here to do, is take care of business.